action creates attraction. I went with a guy for a long time. He didn't want to get married. So I thought, okay, I got to buy a house by myself. Now I live in Lake Tahoe. Houses are very expensive. I had $400 extra in my bank account to put as a down payment. No one was talking to me, right? $400, that's it. And then I got a brochure in the mail, and it was how to buy real estate with no money down. I went, wow, this is pretty cool. And guess what? The seminar only cost $399. That's right, I had $1 left, and my friend said, okay, now you're never gonna get a house. See, but I believe when you attend these conferences like this, if you walk away with 2 skills from every speaker or every event, you've won, because you've got some new information that you have to act upon. You know, you claim it, you make it yours. So I went to the seminar, and they said, yeah, you can buy a house with no money down. What you have to do is find someone moving out of the area, a death or divorce, and you make double payments. See, I had an income, I just didn't have the savings. So that income would be all my down payment. You know, 18 months, 2 years, I went, great. That's a great idea. They said, don't fall in love with the property because you might have to make lots of offers. Well, I'd never listened. I fell in love with a piece of property that I just had to have. I wanted it so much. And Joanne was moving out of the area of divorce. So I made her that offer. I would pay 18 months, double rent. Well, what did Joanne do? She ripped up the offer. She didn't accept. So I went home and I was crazy and I was upset. I pounded at the walls. You know, in my house, when I went back the next day, I was semi-sane. And I went, okay, all right. And I took pictures. I put the pictures up all around my rental place. So the next month I made Joanne an offer. She did not accept. So I measured the living room and I bought a 3-piece sectional sofa for that living room. You got to get leverage on yourself. You have to believe that your dream can come true. Joanne didn't rip up the offer, but she didn't call me. Made Joanne another offer. She didn't accept either. Now I changed the address to living at that house. Now I'm not totally insane. I didn't do it at the post office, right? But in my mind, I was living at that address. I made Joanne a 4th offer. She didn't accept. So I knew the house was not mine. And just when I was about to give up, George arrived in town. And George always smokes his cherry-flavored pipe, you know? I said, George, George, and he's puffing away on his pipe. And I said, why? Why didn't I get the house? He said, feed me first, then we'll talk. After breakfast, we drove down the street. And I said, George, there's the house. And he said, pull in the driveway. I said, George, I'm not pulling in the driveway. He said, do you want this house or not? I pulled in the driveway. And then George is smoking on his pipe and he looked at the house and he looked at me and he asked me a strange question. Is the house for your highest good? What? Is the house for your highest good? Will it serve you emotionally, financially, mentally, and spiritually? And I went, let me see here. Okay, it's the sunny side of the street. The school district's good here. It's flat. It's got a bottom here. It's got an office up there. It's got pine tree. Yes, it is for my highest good. He said, it's not the seller that's stopping you. It's yourself. He said, you've put that invisible wall up that says, somehow I'm not good enough. I don't know if I can get this house. And you're stopping yourself. Once you know that that house is for your highest good, you take that wall down and the house is yours. And I didn't realize that I had done that. I had put up that wall thinking, I don't deserve this, I can't afford it. And we do that without knowing, and we stop ourselves from the success that's destined to be ours. So I said, okay, I took that wall down. It took me a little while there to work it all through and to think that I could deserve this house. I made Joanne another offer, but she didn't call me. On Valentine's Day, she called and she said, you get flowers? I said, no. She said, you get candy? I said, no. She said, you got a blooming house with no money down. I got exactly what I want. I live there today, and my girlfriends and friends that come over say to me, oh, you are so lucky to have this house. I say, excuse me, luck had nothing to do with it.